Hello. So I wanted to take a minute to reach out to all of my students, especially my seniors, but to all of my students because this is quite an interesting time and it's been difficult. And I wrote a letter this morning to my seniors, and I wanted to share it with you. So if you'll bear with me, I'm going to spend a minute or two um, reading this letter and just want you guys to know I'm thinking about you. So if you'll give me just a moment. Dear students, I've heard from so many people over the last few weeks about how badly they feel for you seniors. You're going to miss out on prom, plays, concerts, sporting events, and you'll probably even miss out on having any traditional graduation celebration and ceremony. We adults are scared. We're worried about this illness and the consequences of contracting it and passing it on to our family and friends. We worry about providing food and basic necessities for those who depend upon us. When we go to the grocery store and we see the shelves are bare and void of normal everyday items, we don't know what to do. We're worried about having money to pay our mortgages and pay for health insurance. And finally, we're worried about being able to provide a sense of normalcy for you and the generation that comes after. You see, being adult in your eyes has always been a combination of always having a solution to problems and always being able to provide the things we need and want for a comfortable life. We adults have found ourselves standing at the edge of a cliff, scratching our heads, trying to come up with a bigger bridge to get across this hurdle in the road. We don't have the solution this time. We don't know with any certainty what we will be able to provide for our families next month. We're just trying to hold it together ourselves, and in the process, we're hoping to maintain some sort of normalcy for you, especially during this time where you should be feeling invincible. This isn't fair. Being scared as a 42-year-old high school teacher isn't fair. Being sick and unable to get the care we need isn't fair. Being a high school student and missing out on normal senior activities isn't fair. Being a college graduate and having to take on the world's problems during this time isn't fair. Nothing in life right now seems very fair. So I ask you, what does fair mean? If you ask the many children who have spent their entire childhood uncertain about where tomorrow's meal would come from, you'd probably get a very different answer than yours. Or if you ask the father who needs to work 3 jobs and make his 12-year-old daughter babysit her 3 younger siblings while he works overnight just so he can pay the overdue electric bill before the kids are left in the dark, you'll get a different answer then too. Plenty of people have faced hardships for the entirety of their lives, and it isn't fair, but it's our reality. We play the hand we're dealt. It's how we act in the face of adversity that defines us as people. You're in the most definitive stages of your life. How are you going to define yourself and define your generation? You could give up and spend your days feeling sorry for yourself, upset that you're going to miss out on your senior prom. You could give up and not follow through with those college and financial aid applications that are sitting on your desk waiting to be filled out. You could say to yourself that going to college or finishing my education now would be pointless because we aren't even going to finish our senior year of high school. You could do any number of those things, but you won't. How do I know you won't just give up? Because I've been teaching longer than you've been attending school. And if I've learned anything about myself or you over the last years, it's that someone always has it worse than I do. I've seen firsthand some amazing success stories in my days as a teacher. You are stronger than you give yourself credit for. Sometimes you just need a little push or need a seed planted before an idea can grow. Being upset about missing out on normal senior things and normal senior year activities is okay. There's nothing wrong with having regrets, and the number of times you hear adults say you'll make other memories won't make you feel any better. The only thing that'll make you feel better is actually making those other memories. If you feel very strongly about missing out on graduation, prom, concerts, sporting events, or any a number of other things, the only way to fix that is to be a part of that solution. Think about how you and your family can celebrate in safe and realistic fashions. Make memories with them that aren't full of depression and fear. Be the reason for a day of joy and celebration. Everyone in your life needs that right now. You can be an example. Ask yourself how you, as the generation being handed this problem, can rise up and be the example everyone needs right now. Find a productive way to spend your time. Get off your phones. Take some social distancing from your social media and get back in touch with yourself and the things that are really important. Go make something with your hands. Cook dinner for your family. Offer to run errands for your grandmother. Look outside. It's spring, the grass is growing. Go ask some elderly neighbors if you can mow their yard and pull some weeds. Then when you're done, ask them to pay you with a story or some advice on how you should pass the time. Productivity is the best companion you can find for yourself right now. Plant a vegetable garden or teach yourself a new and useful skill. Learn how to fix that leaky faucet in the bathroom that dad hasn't had time to take care of. My father always told me to learn how to do something and set that trade aside. You'll never, ever regret having the knowledge to take care of something in need. Most importantly, stop pondering on the problem. Concentrate on the solution to your situation. I know you probably won't go out and cure cancer or create a vaccine for this crazy virus, but you can help to make things better for those in your life. Reach out to your friends and try to come up with a way to celebrate your achievements instead of feeling depressed about what you can't have. I've watched you grow. I'm proud of you. I want the best for you, and I can no longer give it to you. You have to start finding it for yourselves. And you know what? You're ready for this. The thing I fear and I hear most frequently when a former student comes to visit me is, I was so stupid back then, and why didn't I blank? Don't regret your decisions. Don't regret your actions or inactions during this time of uncertainty. Make a decision to try, and regardless of the outcome, you'll be successful. I believe in you. I love all you guys. Take care of yourselves. Stay healthy. Jeff Brown.